All right, so now we're going to check for extraneous solutions when solving a logarithmic equation. And we actually had that situation come up in the previous video, but we're going to take a little bit deeper dive into this now. So we've got the natural log of 6y plus 2 minus the natural log of y plus 1, and we're saying that that's equal to the natural log of 2y minus 1. Now, given I see this little negative right here, that subtraction symbol maybe, or negative, I'm going to add the ln, the natural log of y plus 1, to both sides. And so we got ln of 6y plus 2 is now equal to the ln of 2y minus 1 plus the natural log of y plus 1. Then I can use the product property. Let's do that one more step. We got ln, just to illustrate, don't have to do it that way. Wouldn't do it that way if I was solving it myself. ln of 2y minus 1. This is using the product property times y plus 1. And we got a common factor of the natural log that we can then factor out. And so now we got 6x, that's 6y. I like x. I don't really like y. Don't ask me why. I don't like y. 6y plus 2. And let's FOIL this 2y minus 1 and the y plus 1. So 2y times y is 2y squared. 2y times positive 1 is plus 2y, and negative 1 times y is negative y, and negative 1 times positive 1 is negative 1. And we're going to set our equation equal to 0. We're going to subtract, let's do it like this, equals 2y squared, combining the like terms over here, plus y minus 1 minus 6y minus 2. And when we combine those like terms, we got 0 equals 2y squared minus 5y minus 3. We actually had that same quadratic equation in the previous video. Well, let's factor that 2y squared minus 5y. I'm going to draw myself two sets of parentheses. I'm going to put 2y in the left of one, y in the left of the other, because 2 times 1, that's the only way I can get to 2, with at least integers anyway. And I got a negative 3, so I'm going to have a plus and a minus inside my parentheses, and I need two numbers that are going to multiply to negative 3 and add to negative 5. And I think what I need to do is have negative 3 right there and plus 1 right there. Let's say 2y times negative 3 is negative 6y plus 1y negative 5y. That would do it. We're going to set each of the factors equal to 0. And then we'd have 2y equals negative 1, y equals negative 1/2. And then if I look at this negative 1/2, let's say I plug in negative 1/2 for y right there. Well, 2 times negative 1/2 is negative 1. Negative 1, negative 1 is negative 2. I can't take the log of a negative number. So I already know that this negative 1/2 would fail. It fell right there too, because if I put in negative 1/2 there, 6 times that's negative 3, and negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. And so this is not a valid solution. Now I'm going to just go ahead and add 3 to both sides here. And then I want to check this 3. So let's see, if I put in 3 for y right here, so 6 times 3 is 18 plus 2, that would be 20. And then I put the 3 in here. 3 plus 1 is 4. And remember now, that's this since I've got this minus ln, that's division. So that'd be 20 divided by 4 and that would be the ln of 5. Okay. Now what about on the right side? If I put 3 in there, 2 times 3 is 6, minus 1 is 5, so the ln of 5 does in fact equal the ln of 5, or natural log of 5, and so 3 is a valid solution, but negative 1/2 is not. Well, let's do one more. All right, so this time I've got the common log of x minus 12 equals 2 plus the common log of x minus 2. Of course, the common log is based on something base 10. So let's see. Well, let's exponentiate this thing. So I've got 10 because I don't have every term having a factor of the common log. So we got 10 log x minus 12 equals the common log the common base of 10 squared plus 10 log minus 2. And the base 10 and the common logs are going to cancel out. It's going to leave me with x minus 12 equals 10 squared, of course, is 100. Make that error right there, x minus 2. And then plus x minus 2. So we got x minus 12 equals 98. Plus x. And so let's see, let's subtract the x from over here. Let's add the 12 from right there. And so x minus x is equal to 0 equals, and 98 plus 12 is going to be 110. But guess what? 0 does not equal 110. And so in this case, there is no solution. Shazam.